It is Sunday night and we are having BLTs for dinner, and as a side we're having some fresh corn on the cob. I also made some fresh salsa from our garden tomatoes. And then for the bacon for our BLTs, I've got this nitrate-free turkey bacon from Costco. It is absolutely delicious. And then also some sliced tomatoes from our garden. Miles just likes the bacon on his sandwich, and he absolutely loves corn on the cob. This nitrate-free bacon that I got at Costco came in a 4-pack, and I just freeze it and pull it out as needed. It's really good, and it's a very healthy alternative to bacon. Today is Sunday, and I cooked up the beef brisket that I got at the meat market, and it was a long piece of beef like rolled up, so that's why the package looks so big if you saw it in my grocery haul. And so I let it cook for about 4.5 hours. So like the first hour I simmered it on the stovetop until we left for church, and then I put it in the crock pot on high, and it really got tender. The broth is like really greasy. I don't know if you can tell because of all the fat and stuff on there, but it is absolutely huge, and I will probably be able to get 4 meals. So today we just ate it like a regular roast with baked potatoes and stuff. I didn't film that because, you know, it's just roast and baked potatoes and salad. But anyways, I just thought I would show you how it looks here in the crock pot. It's really tender, and so I'm going to probably freeze part of it for another roast meal and then shred the rest of it for barbecue sauce, sandwiches, and beef burritos. Here it is out of the crock pot. I already took a big chunk and put it in the freezer. So this is going to be more than enough for our barbecue sandwiches and our beef burritos.
Poking.
What is it that you're poking?
It's stuck.
Is your fork stuck? So I was shredding all the meat. This is like all the fat and gristle left over, but I was shredding it on this plate, and he was having fun poking the fat on the plate.
He's stuck. Help him.
Your fork is stuck? So it's Sunday night, and I always like to make a light dinner since we have a bigger lunch. And I always make a smoothie every Sunday night. So I've got some apple juice and almond milk. I like apple juice because it sweetens it up a little bit, and I don't really like almond milk that much because it just, I don't know, overpowers the whole smoothie. So I do about half and half, and then I do chia seeds, and then I have some frozen kale from our garden. I have this antioxidant berry blend and pineapples, and then also I've got some mangoes, a little bit left that I'm going to use up. So then I made these Mexican pizzas with the pita bread that I bought. I just spread some refried beans and had some leftover taco meat, and then we sprinkled it with cheese, and I put it in the broiler. Tonight for dinner we are having grilled sausage, onions, and peppers. This is a nitrate-free kielbasa style pre-cooked sausage that I just got at Sprouts, and the peppers are from our garden. And this basket here, this grilling basket, is from Kohl's. It is a Food Network brand, and let me tell you, it is amazing. If you've never tried it, then you need to go out and get one. You can grill so many things on this, and it just does an amazing job, and I absolutely love it. I also cooked up some jasmine rice, and we have some green beans from the garden and some corn on the cob. Tonight we're having omelets, and I have these eggs in here that I get from Costco, and I've got quite a few and they need to be used up. So I cut up some peppers, these are from our garden, and then some onions, they're just from Walmart. And then we had some leftover grilled chicken from the other night, and so I just cut it up, and so we're gonna put that in the omelets. So then over here I have some carrots cut up. This is from our garden, and then some tomatoes from our garden as well. and that's for Miles since he doesn't eat salad. And I don't like omelets, well, I don't like eggs, and so I'm just gonna have a big salad, and I'm gonna put chicken on there and the tomatoes and carrots, and so I'm gonna eat that. And then also I have some really ripe bananas, so I've got banana bread in there. That used up a couple eggs, and that is still cooking. We're having fajitas tonight, and I like to use the boneless skinless chicken thighs, and so I'm gonna marinate them in lime juice. I juiced all these limes, and it is about 11:30, and we'll probably eat somewhere around 5 tonight. So I'm just gonna marinate this, close up the bag, kind of massage it around a little bit, and stick it in the refrigerator, and about every hour or so I'll take it out and kind of shake it around just to make sure the lime juice gets all in there, and that is all I marinate my chicken in. So here's the chicken. It's been marinating for a couple hours, and I just took it out and I put some of this garlic salt from Trader Joe's on there, and then whoops, and then I also put some of this, uh-oh, are you stepping in it? Oh dear, we better wipe that up. And then also I put some of this cumin on there just to season it. And then over here I have my grilling basket again, and I just cut up some onions and some peppers from our garden, and I also sprinkled a little bit with these just for some extra seasoning. I did lightly spray the pan, but I don't have to coat them in oil or anything. So I'm gonna put these on the grill at the same time, and they'll pretty much cook at the same rate. Peppers and onions, and then we cut up the chicken to put inside of the fajitas. We also have some leftover homemade salsa. I'm cooking up some of the uncooked tortillas from Costco. These things are the best. They taste so good. Part of the roast that we had a couple days ago, and it's pretty much shredded, but I'm just going through and cutting it a little bit smaller just to make it easier for the burritos tonight. So I was able to divide that huge roast into 4 meals, and I'm actually not going to be here for dinner tonight, and so it's early right now, so I need to get this ready for Simeon and Miles. So what I'm doing is, normally I would do this in the pan on the stovetop, but I'm just gonna mix it in the bowl because it's too soon for, you know, to heat it up now. So I just added a little bit of water and some taco seasoning, and I'm just going to mix that up until it looks good. And then when it's time for Simeon and Miles to eat, they can just heat it up on the stovetop. I'm also going to be making some homemade style refried black beans. So I just take a can of black beans and I rinse them and drain them. And then I add them to my food processor with a couple spoonfuls of some salsa. You can use hot or mild, whatever you'd like. And then also some salt, because I rinsed the beans, they need to be salted. And then I puree it until it's pretty smooth, and then I can put it in a pan and heat it up on the stovetop. So for my dinner here, I've got my tortilla. These are the uncooked tortillas. And then I've got some refried beans. And then I'm just going to put some meat on here. Now this is just going to be reheated in the microwave, so I'm not going to put lettuce or tomato on there, but Simeon and Miles can have lettuce, tomato, and cheese. But this is all I'm going to have in mine. So this is what we're having tonight for dinner, and this is my version of it that I'm going to pop in the microwave while I'm done. This also would make a great freezer meal if you wanted to make a ton of burritos to pop in the freezer for lunches or quick dinners or whatever. That would be a great idea to do that as well. So today's Sunday, and I'm going to make chili in the crock pot, and I've got some beef here, and then also I've got some bell pepper from the garden. I'm just going to add that just to give it some more flavor. And look at all this bell pepper that we got from our garden. They are huge and absolutely beautiful. And we got some banana peppers and some nice tomatoes. And we just ate breakfast, and I haven't cleaned up breakfast yet because I want to get this in the crock pot. I also just cut up half an onion, put that in there to give it some nice flavor, and then also kind of add to the meat. I'm only going to use half of it in this recipe, so I'll freeze the other half. I also decided to cut up a banana pepper and put that in there just to help with the spice of chili. It is Monday night and we are having the leftover chili in the form of taco salad on chips with lettuce and tomatoes, cheese, all of the toppings. This is just a great way to repurpose the leftovers into a whole nother meal. So tonight we are having baked teriyaki chicken. So I've got the homemade teriyaki sauce here that's thickening on the stovetop, and I've got this recipe on my Pinterest board, so I'll link it down below. And the only change I do is I do honey instead of sugar and coconut aminos instead of soy sauce. And once that's thickened, I'm going to pour it over these, this is the boneless skinless chicken thighs and legs from Costco, and then I will bake that and we'll have it with rice and steamed broccoli. Like out of the oven, and I'm getting Miles food, and then I'll show you what mine looks like. So I'm going to be roasting some potatoes on the grill, and so I start out with a little bit of avocado oil, add some seasonings, some minced dried onion, Trader Joe's everyday seasoning, as well as garlic salt and smoked paprika, which gives it a wonderful flavor. I scrub my potatoes really well and cube them small and add them to my seasoning mixture and give it a good stir. And then also I'm using my grilling basket again. This just does a wonderful job, like I said earlier, and I'm just going to put it on the grill. It takes probably about 30 minutes for the potatoes to roast. You want them to be golden brown and soft. Here are our salads. I've got some lettuce in there, and then also some carrots from our garden, tomatoes from our garden, sunflower seeds, they're raw unsalted, and then I have hemp hearts on mine just for some extra protein and nutrition, and then this one's Simeon's, his doesn't have that, and then I cut up some carrots for Miles and he'll dip them in ranch dressing. Along with the potatoes and salad, I'm making some sloppy joes. I just have some ground beef that I cooked up for the chili that's left over, and so I'm adding some lentils in there just to help stretch the meat a little bit further. And I'm going to add a couple spoonfuls of brown sugar. Of course, the more you put in, the better it's gonna taste. Then go ahead and add some ketchup and a drop, like literally a drop of mustard, and just go ahead and add as much or as little as you'd like. And then I also add some minced dried onions. This is a pretty dry recipe. It's not very saucy, so you definitely can add more ketchup if you want it to be a little bit saucier. I just kind of eyeball it, going back and forth, adding different things until it's to our liking. And here's the finished product. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got some meal inspiration. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.